memories.
Inside here, you get an insight and you know something, but you don't want to say it out loud because you're kind of afraid that it's not going to be really true and it'll spoil the whole thing for you, But when somebody makes you say it, then, and it's true, then it just makes it more beautiful of a thing.
softest and most yielding substance. Yet, nothing is better than water for overcoming the hard and rigid, because nothing can compete with it.
Straight new wave. Straight new wave. Straight new wave. Straight new wave. All right, everyone, welcome back. Here we are about to head into our losers bracket. Here we are headed to the matchup that we are talking about. We're going to be seeing Prospect New Age versus Dylan's Intelligence Creates Knowledge.
What a dick. I had to. Yeah, I mean, that's what it stands for. Looking at some past results from this team, there are some very interesting iterations of this name that we've gone through. But, you know, talking about who is on this Dylan's team, we've got Reddix, St. Clair College out of Canada, had a wonderful time in the NA Star League, also CEC, also contender. So, I mean, they've been running around here, you know, on the cusp of Tier 2, Tier 3. So this should actually be a pretty darn good lineup going into this. I mean, that's the big standout for me. As far as Dylan's team goes, Prospect New Age, we've got one of the OGs, and Chicken 178, actually coached me back in the days when I was a player in the CGL. And, well, I don't really recognize anybody else from the squad, but Chicken, everybody in the CGL knows.
Yeah, let me see if this has anything to do with his collegiate team, because he is playing in collegiate. He plays for University of Tennessee, not University of Tennessee, it's Tennessee Tech University, but it does not look to be the case. But so this is the collegiate roster, so I'm excited to see what the this team brings to the table, as we do have our first map to go in here. We are headed to Legion Tower here as our first starting map.
Well, we saw it in our last matchup. We'll see the same thing again. We'll see who wants to get up close and personal. There is a meme out there, and I call it a meme, but speed boost, speed me in. Now amp heal. That's the whole Chicken call out for goats from back in the day, my friend. And, well, we'll see if it aligns, if it lives up to its old making here. It's going to be Chicken versus Dylan's squad here, and we'll see what teams can do up against. Well, Chicken's not playing right heart. My heart. No.
That's confusing for me too. I mean, I know them as definitely a better Winston player than a Reinhardt. So,
what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Chicken was one of the best Reinhardts in our league. Oh my God, you're seriously, you're capping right now, because
I liked his Winston a lot better than his Reinhardt.
Oh my word! But okay, you are fired. His Winston's better than his Reinhardt. Okay.
Okay, well, we'll see here how this goes off. As Ben Retired is going to be on the rider, and they're swinging for the fences already. A lot of people are low, however, on Prospect New Age, currently looking to stay alive, but Tristan's going to come alive, finding two. Ben Retired does find Expo, but that's all they're going to get as Tristan comes alive for DICK.
Well, okay. I mean, that's the first completion. Now we're going to see if they can get up and close and personal here. Prospect, they were trying to go for more long to mid-range damage using the Zenyatta rather than engaging up full, and Tristan took full advantage of that.
Absolutely, that is. Now we're going to head into this fight, looking to get back into this. The rally has already come out from Onda, as they have found out the Brigitte of Prospect New Age is still looking good for DICK, forcing them back. The sound barrier comes through, keeping them all up and healthy in a stagger, looking to come in, but not going to happen as Mini Fridge goes off the side of the map.
Fast fights, though. Fast fights right now. So all three tank ultimates ready for Dick. Prospect New Age. They're coming up on their own battery here. They're about to have a full 6-pack of ultimates. Red X did use the sound barrier in the previous engagement, as well as their rally. Big shatter comes through from Ben Retired.
Yeah, as Ben Retired takes down Red X early on, the Graviton Surge has come out as they now look to come through into this fight, looking for some picks. So the Graviton Surge now comes out from Chicken, trying to lock them down. They take Onda out of this fight. It looks like Prospect New Age have come in and opened things up fully for themselves here now.
Well, Chicken goes down in the heat, but Equinox wins the battle against the Reinhardt. Well, I mean, the fight is going back and forth. The sound barrier being put out here, and oh my goodness, that is just a wild fight. That a lot of ultimates were expended where you don't think that they should have gone down. And when you see you've lost your Brigitte, you don't invest more into it. Now, as we approach Final Fight territory, Self-Destruct and Shatter online.
Yeah, Self-Destruct and Shatter coming up, and this is not looking too good for Prospect of New Age. They gotta get this fight win here, and now that Red X has already taken down Chicken out of this fight. This is almost all but over here, unless some miraculous plays come through from Prospect, but that's just not gonna be the case as Tristan, yet again, just dominating this lobby. Another three-piece. The Self-Destruct finds two, though. They might be able to take it here and now, but not in the, well, maybe not, because, well, they don't. As DICK take the mat for the first round.
It's really unfortunate that we saw the slow motion pin of Chicken being destroyed there. But as it stands, I mean, close quarter engagements, DICK really on it. And, well, we'll see if a little bit more space is more to Prospect New Age's liking. Because in the neutral, Sawhill taking so much space and just trusting to the supports to keep them up. Yeah, Tristan really didn't feel any pain, did they? I mean, it was the tip of the spear, and Sawhill and Tristan was the assassin that you didn't know you needed.
Yeah, that is huge for that. And now we've seen the swap back. Chicken's on to the Reinhardt here, Billy. This is what you wanted to see, and now we're going to see how it works out for them. The Discord Orb already onto them, though, but they're going to rotate around, go back to the point, try to have DICK come to them, and now we'll see if that is beneficial. But now they're coming in. Sawhill's already swinging for the fences. They've taken Onda down. The Brigittas have been traded, but now Chicken's back to spawn. This should be DICK winning this fight out.
But, I mean, it's already a better look. For Prospect New Age with Chicken on the Reinhardt. It's just a better composition. Chicken is a main tank player. I don't care if we're in Overwatch 2 now. This is Overwatch 1 compositions. Chicken is a main tank player. It's not an off tank. I am an off tank. Chicken is not. And yeah, I mean, he tried to make me into a Reinhardt, and it worked, and it's holding me in good stead now. But here comes the major aggression coming in. I want to see Chicken land a fatty. Looks like old times.
Shatter does come out from Sawhill, does not connect to anyone, and there comes the charge in from Chicken as the Graviton Surge has connected the Shatter out, the Self-Destruct coming through, and it's blown up Chicken, and that is going to be that yet again. DICK taking the fight.
I mean, Chicken had a good look at the shatter there. I think that maybe the bullet time may have given a little bit of trouble to that, but I still like what it's going through. I still like what we're seeing here. Now you're going to have your own ultimate wombo combo here with Ben Retired and Mini Fridge. They've got the Grav Destruct ready to go. They've also got a sound barrier at their back.
Yeah, they do indeed, as the rally is going to come out from Onda here to start things off, and they've already taken Equinix out of this fight. They've got this the Graviton Surge out, but they don't find the picks off the back of it, unfortunately. They found Onda, but they still need to find more, and it just does not seem to be the case here for Prospect New Age. They continue to just run into the wall that is DICK.
I mean, this is just bullying at this point. And I mean, the main tank play has been good. The off-tank play has been questionable in the extreme. Looking for the Graviton Surge self-destruct combo just hasn't been there, and they are so close to touching spawn door. It's not funny. Graviton Surge available.
Yeah, as this is going to come in here, Ben Retired is going to take out Tristan, but the self-destruct and Xfel coming in clutch for DICK. This should be the round and the first map into the favor of them. Red X is going back to the point because, well, it looks like Mini Fridge has touched the point. The sound barrier coming in. Bandit with the Transcendence trying to get back to the point. There's a nice almost play coming in. Almost took off Red X off the side of the map, but it still seems it's in the bag for DICK. Is map number 1 still not going to their favor as they continue to get these touches, but there it goes. Finally, the round finished, and the map goes to DICK.
I mean, tank difference and support difference right now. I mean, Chicken aside, my affinity and my love for the ex-CGL player aside, Tristan was the better Zarya across both of Prospect New Age's pro prospects. I like Chicken on the main tank. I mean, that's what they played for the majority. So I think that they need to figure out their identity right now. I think, swapping from an off tank to a main tank between maps is kind of difficult, but we'll see if they're able to kind of turn that around. But I mean, that's a pretty comprehensive first map there from DICK. So where we go next, that'll be a very interesting choice because we saw the close quarter battles. That definitely went in favor of DICK, even with more space to work with on the confines of Night Market. There's a little bit more room to work. Still, just the synergy with this DICK team, they're able to play together as a full six, and I really do appreciate how well the off tanks, especially for DICK, had worked. So we're gonna head to London. Yeah, all right, we're gonna go to Kings Row. We're going to swap sides. We're going to see Chicken and Company defending, and we'll see what's going to happen here with this DICK squad. I mean, they really do need to light up and wake up here. And I mean, there's a bit of an extended pause, so maybe you get a little bit cold in the interim. But I mean, you've had a map now to warm up. Hopefully, we see a different look coming out from this Prospect New Age squad.
Yeah, they've got to figure something out here, Billy. You can't go down 2-0 because, well, then you're out of the tournament. This is the loser's bracket, so you have no buffer any longer now that you're down here. And, well, after that first round, it's looking like a tough hill to climb for Prospect New Age. But, well, this is Kings Row. This is everyone's favorite map to play. So we'll see if that is the boost that they need to get back into the series.
Oh yeah. I think that as we get ready to head in, either you commit fully to the GOATS composition, which is predicated on aggression and order of operation, or you play passive and you let the aggression come to you, and then you counter strike. So those are the two ways that you can play this GOATS composition, and we'll see if there's going to be any changes here for Prospect New Age. How are we going to manage our team? How are we going to manage going in? Well, we've got Chicken back in on the off tank, so they didn't like the Chicken main tank. I thought he got a lot done personally with my eye test on the outside, but we're maybe. I mean, we'll see. Saul Hill go back over to the Reinhardt once we see that come through. Maybe they could be going for a little bit something different here. But I mean, if you're not playing the Ana in this composition, then there's no reason to play the Winston. Honestly, we'll see what goes through.
Yeah, we definitely will in the 9 seconds to go here. As Prospect New Age are going to be taking a spawn hold approach here, which is interesting to think as... Also, they're still on the Winston here, and they're going to come in with the bubble, trying to take away the healing, the sight lines of everything to come through. And this is interesting. They've already found picks in their favor, and it's working out well for them here with Tristan just continuing to be this ever-present damage dealer for this squad, as they now have already opened things up and are looking to get things picked quickly.
I mean, Tristan Diff right now, and I mean, you're looking right now to push forward and take the possibility of an archway hold. Yeah, there's the call saying we need to get out, and you're going to see some higher health bars here for all players involved in this, because we don't have the knockback, we don't have the old shield, other armors that we have from Overwatch 1, so they've adjusted it, so there's a lot more because they are taking double damage.
Yeah, they are indeed, and well, look at that damage coming out from DIZK. Tristan again, the self-destruct finding 2. The perfect synergy coming in from DICK right now.
I mean, that was a perfect fight. Mm-hmm. It was a perfect fight. They completely negate any kind of a archway or a bookstore hold, and Sawhill is coming up very close on this Primal Rage. Primal Rage could actually be... something very scary here, especially if they're looking at it. Well, Red X got a little bit too big for their britches and gets taken down by the Brigida.
They do indeed, as Sawhill is in the back here, looking to just cleave some damage through with the Tesla cannon. As Axfel's already found Bandit out of this fight. The Graviton Surge coming in, almost taking out a Lunacy, and they do get the DMAC on to the Diva, but they do fall before they can remech, and it's still all DICK in the kill feed as they continue to just push this objective.
I mean, Chicken has put out 1 Graviton Surge. Tristan has put out 2 and is getting ready to lap. Poor Chicken. And Been Retired has been a non-threat in the Reinhardt position. So, I mean, running Winston without an Ana, I think is a little suicidal, but they're making it work. And the support is just too good coming in. Now, Cosmic Salmon does have a sound barrier to try and make a last-second test, but they don't even get to touch the point. 5:35 as they enter the Foundry.
Yeah, and Tristan's already found Equinix and Bandit already. The full reset has to hurry up. As they, like you said, this is a huge time bank for DICK right now, and Mini Fridge gonna get killed here as well. This is just not looking good. We did see a swap, though. Chickens onto the Winston here now, and Ben Retired going over to the Zarya, as now the respawn's coming out, and Chickens found Onda out of this fight. There's a Primal Rage gonna come through. This could be huge, but they're just gonna have to get out here. That took so much damage coming in, and they might be out of this fight. They do. Mini Fridge gets them here and now they're gonna have to reset. This is the first time we've seen this team reset here. And this could be huge for this momentum shift.
I mean, did you have Winston Ghosts in your King's Row mirror?
Yes, definitely.
You lie! You lie as the day is long. You are a filthy, filthy liar. There's no way. No shot, no way. Graviton Surge up here for DICK. Self-destruct out early. No, it doesn't find anybody.
Yeah, self-destruct coming in early as there is the Graviton Surge in response. Sawhill takes Ben Retired out. The rally coming through from both of the Brigitas. The full rage coming in from Chicken, but they are in the back line getting chunked down by Tristan and company, as they should be the fight almost certainly all but over unless something changes for Prospect quickly, with Cosmic Salmon going down as well with Equinix. This is their fight to win.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is all but cleanup right now. This is just cleaning up. You've got 30 meters. You're going to have the self-destruct and both your Transcendence and the rally. Ben Retired might be able to get themselves back in. Maybe.
Yeah, this is now going to come in here. The fight's going to start off. Onda has taken Equinix out of the fight, and that should be all of that. Sawhill finds 2 with the cleave damage from the Tesla cannon. 3 minutes and 20 seconds on the board to finish things out.
That's just filthy. That's just filthy. And, I mean, they poured so much resource into Sawhill to make sure that the monkey stayed alive. Winton Overwatt is alive and well here in Goats.
Yeah.
And, well, I mean, that little bit of a wrinkle for DICK was what was needed. Kind of a dick move, if you ask me. But, you know, it is a dick move because that's the name of their team. And we'll see how they move forward going into their defense. Do they keep with the Winston? Because the mobility is what really killed them and forced them to bring out the Winston on third point.
See, the only time I was expecting even getting a chance of seeing the Winston was if we went to Nimbani, which is where we would see Winston Goats be played, especially on that first point. But this was not in my my bucket list of things to see today. Winston Goats on Kings Row, but it's working out well for them, like you said. That movement, the movement of DICK has just been incredible.
I mean, just the mobility alone made them realize that they were in trouble, and now they are bringing out the Ana. So this is going to be even scarier for this prospect new age, because guess what you don't have here in Goats? You don't have a Kiriko. You can't cleanse the anti as well. You've got 2 bubbles to do that.
Well, imagine Kiriko and Goats, though. That sounds disgusting. I don't want to actually think about that. But speaking of disgusting, a nice volley came in there from Bandit, took out Tristan early on in that fight. But, well, they did pay for it with a pick of their own, and now they are going to find a couple of picks, though. They've got the DMEC as well. This is going to be Prospect New Age coming in early on and getting a similar time bank to what DICK was rocking with after they captured the point, it seems, unless there is a last-second touch, but I don't think that's going to happen.
No, I mean, you still got speed to get you back. I mean, you've got the Red X taxi service coming through. The tank's getting a lot more done here, though. That's the big point, is that there's a lot more being done by the Prospect New Age tanks. And I say that once again, Sawhill down in a heap. They're recognizing that this Winston needs to be taken down. So we're going good. And this is great progress. Nobody on the cart, though. I mean, all this hard work, while they are going to get some percentage, not having at least somebody ferrying the payload, this is going to be an issue coming through.
Yeah, I mean, that could have been a great, but yeah, when you're winning fights, you make sure to have somebody on the payload to get the cart moving, because, well, that you might think the name of the game is killing people. No, it's not. They've got to move the cart as well. Now they come in. Mini Fridge eats up Tristan's Graviton Surge. Things might be changing here now for Prospect New Age. They're looking a little bit more confident. Actually, maybe even a lot more confident, especially after getting that eat. Now the Graviton Surge coming in. The Nano Boost is on to Sawhill, though, and now they can go in, but they have already lost their Xfel as well. But it still seems to be enough for DICK to hold on here. The tank line still ever strong and holding on.
I mean, as fast as that fight went, I did notice that Xfel got a huge anti on to Tristan, and that's why you see Tristan go down in a heap. And I mean, we're looking for a little bit of close hold now, and you've got this Primal Rage ready to go to reset the health bank of Sawhill. So they're doing a little bit of a LA Gladiators look here while they're trying to hold up close and cover both spawn points. So, I mean, a trio of ultimates ready to go for DICK.
Well, Chicken's going to find Onda out of the fight, but still, that's just not enough, especially since they did invest that Graviton Surge from Tristan. So they're still waiting to get things out, but the rally comes through from Equinix to get out of the area. Now the Sound Bearer coming in over the top to keep everyone up and healthy, as the Primal Rage being popped as well. Still looking for this value, looking for these picks to come through. His Bandit Bandit comes in and goes down, but it's still Prospect New Age finding the picks in the end to keep this cart moving in their favor.
I mean, the fact of the matter is that we're seeing more aggression. We're seeing more intent behind the pushes that are coming in from Prospect New Age. And I mean, these stagger kills are going to be huge. And I want to see what this time bank is actually going to roll out to be, because you're looking at a Graviton Surge fight here from both. You're going to have the self-destruct from both sides as well. The big problem for DICK is that no support ultimate's ready to go other than maybe a last-second nano.
Yeah, that last-second nano is going to come. The nano is there now. As they have not been used yet, but there's the Graviton Surge, the Transcendence, the huge anti-nade comes in, the follow-up, Lunacy with a 2K self-destruct coming in, Minifidge trying to match them, but it's just not enough. Now Tristan's alive and well with that extra bit of damage, and as well with a nano boost coming in, that's going to be able to hold out for the side of DICK for the time being.
Well, they're going to be underneath the time bank of DICK as they go into the Foundry. It was really expensive as well. I mean, that was an expensive fight for Prospect New Age. They thought they had it. The anti is what sealed the deal there. Once the overshielding came out from the sound barrier, they had nowhere to go. And now we're looking at Sawhill going into the backline and not taking any questions.
Yeah, nothing doing for them here and now as they're going to come through looking to get things out. The sound barrier coming in from Red X to try to keep everyone up and healthy as Sawhill gets the DMAC onto Minifridge, looking to keep things going in the favor of DICK as the Graviton Surge is there. Tristan's going to get a lot of damage, but no follow-up, no kills until Cosmic Simon goes down. The self-destruct comes through, but still nothing doing just quite yet for the side of Prospect New Age. And even though they've found Red X, they've still got to find more, and they are going to get beamed down onto Onda. There's the self-destruct coming in. They might be able to come into this as they're going to focus down Sawhill, who does get that nano boost, but they're still alive, and in the meanwhile, they're losing players thanks to Lunacy and Red X.
I mean, this is a great fight here for DICK. The nano is the kicker here. And I mean, talking about how they've been engaging and denying this, the disengage coming out from Prospect. I mean, Red X has been in their backline, booping them back into these fights when they want to get out. And this is exactly what they need to do. Big shatter comes from Chicken, though. It takes down 2.
Yeah, Chicken finding out Lunacy and Red X here. Now the respawns can come back and look to take this cart through, and they're going to take Sawhill out. This should be the opening that they finally needed, because it is getting on to death's doorstep here with the Graviton Surge now coming in from Tristan. They are going to put the nano boost on to the Zarya, but they're going to have to run away, with especially that sound barrier coming in and Onda going down now. They've got to look for more, and it might not be enough unless there's something that changes quite quickly. If they've got the overtime bar, and they need to find picks, does Prospect New Age, unless they, and then if they can't, it's their tournament lives are over. Lunacy and Minifridge turning back with 2K with self-destruct kills, but it's coming out on top is DICK yet again. The overtime bar ticking away. That's going to be that. DICK take the map and the series.
I don't. Oh, Red X. Yeah, I mean, this was pretty comprehensive for DICK. And on the back of Tristan just being a murderous animal on the Iron Man Zarya skin, it was Red X. One of my big players here. I mean, the Lucio play was absolutely stellar. Pushing people back into fights that they didn't want to be in. That's exactly what you want to see from your Lucio player. So, man, I mean, we got to say goodbye to Chicken. Chicken coming back home and playing in the home tournament here. I'd love to see the tank play come out from them. But, I mean, that was just pretty darn comprehensive from Dylan's squad.
Yeah, it really was. It really was indeed. But we are going to head to a break here, as we are going to come back with another losers matchup right after this.
ticket is yours. Cash and the ticket is yours. Yo. Cash and the ticket is yours. Cash and the ticket is yours. Cash and the ticket is yours. Yo.
have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
All right, everyone, I've changed my outfit, but we're ready to go into the next game. I was dying of heat. I was dying from these games, but I'm ready to continue the action here in the losers bracket. We've got Star Railers versus 8D here.
I mean, big one for me is Narwhal and Frosted for 8D. We'll see if they can bring their expertise into this GOATS composition. You were telling me, though, for Star Railers, they competed. A couple of the members of Star Railers competed in May Star League. Tell me about them.
Yeah, so I didn't see Winter in the lineup, but How's Your Day, I believe, is the Lucio player from Columbia International University. It's a great name. I mean, come on. Whenever you ever talk about them, you're asking someone how their day is. But they're a really good Lucio player. From what I can remember, I casted them at the University of Kentucky LAN in the spring. So I'm excited to see them yet again here play this out. I'm excited to see things go through. And I'm excited to see a new map today, Billy. We're headed to Ilios.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. We are going to Ilios. And I mean, oh boy. Let's see who's going to go through. I mean, this is last chance to get yourself into day number 3 and get yourself into the money. So, I mean, you're looking for, some kind of change here. And for both these teams, I mean, especially on Ilios. Ilios presents 3 completely separate kind of compositional areas where if you start out on you definitely need to have that Zarya to be able to lock up points. Let's see. I saw the Korean there. It went away too fast, but it says you guys, I think it said you guys have luck or something like that. So we'll see how Karen does here on the Zenyatta for Star Railers. But Frosted is a well-known name in the Tier 3 and Tier 2 scene as a tank player. So this is where I think that we're going to see the difference between 8D versus Star Railers. Sumshigi versus today will be the Reinhardt battle. And, well, we'll see how these supports hold themselves up. Are they greedy with their ultimates, or do they wait and use the order of operations that we've been talking about all day?
Yeah, I'm excited to see this here and now as, they are going to try to take things out. I'm excited to see this Ilios play, especially since there's going to be no chance of a Torbjorn coming out from either of these two teams. And they now are going to start things off as 8D already coming in clutch. Porcelain getting that first pick, forcing Star Railers back.
Well, I mean, if Strafe can actually get out of this and can maintain this high charge, they've lost the first fight, sure, but you maintain the charge, and that's going to help you in your Graviton Surge production is also going to help you in the fact that you can burn these lower health targets down. So, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we definitely will, as they are going to take this position. They're going to get the first point progress from 8D here. They're going to force them out. You know, they're looking for some more picks from Frosted. The damage coming in. The Shatter connecting to Sum, Shigi, and Sule. And they do get that Graviton Surge out, but it's going to come in response and in kind from 8D, as they're going to get the picks off the back of it this time. And now they're going to be able to continue their hold.
I mean, both Zarya is using their Graviton Surge, but Strafe does not get the better of the later one. Porcelain, very aggressive, very judicious in using it, and Narwhal takes How's Your Day down, so, I mean, this is great for them.
It really is indeed, as they're going to come in yet again. 1, 2, 3 has already taken the mech out, and it's easy as ABC coming in for them yet again is 8D.
Well, I mean, this is great for 8D, and I mean, Frosted has really been the impetus for the front line, really flitting between the low and high ground, using the DM only as much as needed, so they always have it available when these strikes come through, trying to build up some Shigi towards this Shatter. And look at this, they're going for the environmentals.
They are indeed. Assume Shiggy does drop the hammer there, but there's no follow-up thanks to Puppy Cat and Narwhal dropping their support ultimates. Now the self-destruct comes through, but they're going to take Puppy Cat out, who was unfortunately not able to get out of the sightline. As Strafe and Steel are now opening things up more for the favor of Star Railers, but it's just not enough to continue their push forward. They've got to get more picks. They've got to be more decisive. It's up to 95%. They've got to touch the point here quickly. Sumshigi finds 2. Can they get there in the end? They do get the touch, and they're going to be able to now open things up into their favor and get the point flipped.
I mean, you're looking, you know, at last second, and maybe a little bit of overcommittal there coming out of 8D. And, I mean, with the tools that Star Railers have, I mean, they've got 3 ultimates almost online. I think this rally will hold them in good stead, but Frosted in today, ready to go, but everything else was expended. So Star Railers have some staying power here on the point of well.
Yeah, they definitely do, as now they're going to rotate around here, looking to get into a good place to come back into this, as they've got the Shatter available for them today. The Shatter going to come down, but they don't get the follow-up thanks to the Graviton Surge from Strafe, locking them into place, and it looks like Star Railers are going to be able to continue this hold for the time being, as a nice boop comes in from How's Your Day to keep things going. The self-destruct there, but it's not going to find anything from Frosted. It's just going to be shielded up and away and buy more time for Star Railers.
Ooh, that was an ill-fated self-destruct. I would have rather seen them just die, because now you're at 50% and climbing. Self-destruct and sound barrier coming up online for Star Railers, but you've got a 3-pack ready to go for 8D and nothing to combat it. So an early pick on any of these healers or supports for Star Railers, and it's going to be GG's.
Yeah, it definitely is, as now they are going to come through into this fight. There's the Graviton Surge, and today's going to lock them up, thanks to the help of Porcelain's Graviton Surge, and those hammer swings do so much damage, as that should be that. The self-destruct from Seal trying to get back into the fray of things, but Porcelain's right click's going to do everything they need, and in the end, 8D take round number 1.
I mean, it was good. I mean, that was a great turn from Star Railers. I still think it was more of an overcommittal from 8D rather than Star Railers playing above what 8D were bringing. You saw Porcelain almost at the spawn doors and then was taken down high charge, and that was kind of the turn there. So we'll see. Star Railers, as we head to Lighthearts here, Joshua, we want to see Star Railers be able to take some space. And there's lots of, nooks and crannies to be able to get yourself onto the point here. I think high ground for both Frosted and Sealy are going to have to be the best moves for them. I still like what Frosted is doing on this Diva. Has really provided a lot of appeal for their supports.
Yeah, it really has. Frosted doing wonders, what they are known for in or at least what they used to be known for when you could play off tanks as much as you wanted to. But right now, the Zens are going to be trading picks, but it still looks like Star Railers are going to be able to the ones to come out on top now today, going out of the fight. But Frosted's in the back line. No one's looking at the Diva. Finally, the sights have been turned, but maybe it's all they need. And
No
in
way.
the end, 8D are going to be able to hold on to this even after losing today.
What a turn. I mean, Frosted made flakiness out of the Star Railers back line. And once they lost their support core, really, Sumshigi had nowhere to go, and that was the turn that they needed. Now they can start building up progress. And I mean, Frosted is trying to contest this far high ground. This is exactly what I want to see from these two Diva players. Contesting the high ground, not allowing any movement coming in.
Yeah, it definitely is. Now they are going to come in yet again. Frosted finding the first pick in the fight. The Shatter coming down from today, laying them all on their backs. Follow-up is there in kind too, as 8D are holding on strong.
Here comes the beautiful stagger onto the Diva. Missed discharge. We'll forgive. Those are some narrow alleyways here in the seaside town of Ilios, but I tell you what, 8D definitely putting their stamp on this fight. Now, 4 ultimates ready to go for Star Railers into this next engagement.
Yeah, they're looking good right now. The self-destruct is going to come through with as well with the rally, and Steel takes down 1, 2, 3 thanks to it. But the Graviton Surge is there. Today is going to look to get that charge away.
What?
Mr. Zombie Jr. goes down, but today follows quickly afterwards. Is still looking to get things going. As Star Railers are coming back, the self-destruct from Frosted not going to be enough to change the tide of this fight, as Star Railers are able to just rotate to the point and take it for themselves.
I mean, 2 questionable self-destructs coming out from Frosted. One where they were surrounded by literally all of the Star Railers, think of the meme. And then this one, lost fight, and they just go ahead and throw up the mech and hope that they can catch somebody out. I mean, they're generating it really fast, but they need to be a little bit more judicious with these self-destructs.
Definitely is. Today's going to come out running around the side, knocking them all down there, Billy. What a shatter indeed. Sound Barrier is going to be there, though, to keep them up in health, and they've lost today here and now with the slow mode coming in for a quick second. But it is looking good. Frosted going to get those picks. The Graviton Surge going to come through. The self-destruct is going to be there. Only going to find Puppy Cat in the end, thanks to the Zarya Bubbles, as 8D come back strong and get the point back into their favor.
I mean, they're going to have the Transcendence and the Rally into their next fight. Porcelain has been generating these Graviton Surge at almost 1.5, one per every 1.5 fight. So definitely getting the better of the Zarya battle. Frosted has self-destruct, well, almost has self-destruct again, kind of a little bit of a glitch there if you're looking at it. But they're going to have it right now into this next fight. So grab a self-destruct combo ready to go. Karin is the only one that has an ultimate ready to go.
Yeah, and they're going to have to use it here and now with the Graviton Surge coming in. The self-destruct still not being used by Frosted, but they don't need it in the end. They're finding everything they need thanks to Porcelain with that high-charged beam, and that's going to be round 1 in the favor, or sorry, map number 1 in the favor of 8D.
I mean, 8D really are controlling their own destiny here. And it's on the back of Frosted, honestly. Frosted really was the impetus for this 8D team. Looking at how they push forward, looking at how they take space, and I think that's a carryover from what Overwatch 2 has done to us tank players. Really gets you aggressive and gets you into the face. So I think that this GOATS 2.0 has really turned on its head. And I mean, Frosted showing us what a new GOATS meta could look like if we had 6v6 once again. Oh my word! I mean, I miss 6v6 so much just for these reasons.
Yeah, definitely. It's so nice to see the synergy once again coming into play here. And well, we do already have our map pick coming in fairly quickly from the side of I believe Star Railers pick, and it's going to be Hollywood here. So another new map pick here.
I mean, we're getting all the good classics coming out here, aren't we? And I mean, First Point, we'll see. First Point, especially in GOATS composition, really can be a full hold potential if you get your if you get your ult charge up fast enough and you start, pairing them out as needed, we'll see. We'll see how this actually goes and comes to pass, because really, Frosted and Porcelain were the playmakers for this 8D squad. They're going to be out here on the defense, so they want to know what kind of a benchmark they're going to have to hit. Looks like we've got a little bit of a glitch there as it resets itself there, but we'll get right back into it. I think that
it was just servers.
It happens. Someone on McDonald's Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's me. On it, but I mean,
McDonald's, not gonna lie, but
look, ain't nothing wrong with some chicken nuggies. I'm just saying.
Again, they're not sponsored. We're not sponsored by them, so
I don't care. I like chicken nuggies. You're not gonna stop me from talking about chicken nuggies. You brought it up. They brought it up. I'm just following their thread. They wrote the narrative here. No, seriously. Seal versus Frosted. Seal was getting some work done. We saw a couple of good self-destruct kills that came through. Also the displacement value that is caused by said self-destruct. But I think Frosted has more of a murderous intent in the mech. And I really want to see what we got doing for Seal and Strafe. Strafe did not have the same value on the Graviton Surges that we saw out of Porcelain as well. So, close hold, not really. They're going to hold outside of Archway here before we ever see anything come to pass.
Yeah, I was about to say, Porcelain was definitely out-dueling Strafe there. We got to see a little bit of a pickup from Strafe going into this round if they want to continue their tournament lives here. As they're going to go in, like you said, holding the Archway, which is where normally holds happen, as the nice dive into the backline. But Frosted's going to pay for it in there, and they could not get the pick onto Karen. But, they are going to get there in the end. No support for them, as today and Narwhal come in clutch, looking to hold on to this point for the time being, as 8D come in with that first fight win.
You will trade the mech and the life of a D.Va player if you take down the Zenyatta, because the Discord Orb is so important when you're playing standard goats like this. You have to have that damage boost that's provided by the Orb of Discord. So now they're going to look to get a little bit more aggressive and push directly into 18.
Ooh, the Shatter going to come down, connect to 3 there, as they are going to get Seal out of mech with the Transcendence coming through, as that is going to continue to be the hold they're looking for. The Graviton Surge, the Shatter coming out, but it's still all 8D and the kill feed. The charge coming in, but not going to find anyone. Assume Shigi going to be followed up and taken out.
Healing Joaseo. Healing Joaseo. That's a healing, please. Oh, my word. Star Railers are just being pinned in right now. They can't make any kind of a move past this card that's in the Archway. Just great aggression, great appeal also from today. We've seen it a couple times here where you've seen somebody get sectioned out, and the peel has been too dang good.
Yeah, it's they've been so good. This team synergy, again, looking so good from 8D right now, as they're going to look to get things underway. Strafe does have this Graviton Surge available to maybe open things up, section out someone, take them out. The Shatter's going to come down, connect to 2. There's the ultimates in response to keep them up and healthy, as Seal finds 2, thanks to the shield bash from Mr. Dr. Zombie Jr.
Well, it was also the fact that today lost all their shield. They ate all that damage on their shield, and they're going to have to give up point A as a result.
Yeah, they are indeed, and now they've got things to look forward to. What not look forward to is the ultimate percentages at the moment. So 8D are looking pretty good to finish things up, or at least start their hold yet again.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Star Railers, they have some tools in their back pocket, Shatter and 2 support ultimates to push past the point. There's self-destruct out from Frosted. I don't know if it picks anybody up. It does not, but it pulls them out of position.
It does not, as now the Graviton Surge coming in from Porcelain. And that should be enough. The damage is going to be there, but this is a lot of abilities being used at once, trying to keep up with the game. But in the end, it still looks like 8D are going to come out on top, as Porcelain's looking to focus down the support line, but still, they might not be able to stay alive for the time being. They're going to have to reset as Frosted's going to get demeched.
Sealy is the reason why they stay in this fight and why they're going to now start getting percentage going through the streets here of the movie lot. And it was the fact that you saw the peel come back onto How's Your Day, and then they were able to move forward from that. So, I mean, the work is getting done here. Star Railers looking like a completely different team than what we saw on Ilios.
Yeah, they're looking really good right now, but can they continue this?
Oh,
The Shatter's
my
going to
Lord!
come out through the cart progress as that is going to be an opening that they needed as they find Sumshigi out, and that's going to be that, especially with Karen out of this fight. The follow-ups are there, and that's going to be 8D coming back in.
Oh, man. I mean, that was on a knife's edge, though, Joshua. I mean, Sumshigi and Strafe both having great impact there and almost taking down the main tank, but this is today in Porcelain saying, screw your barriers, screw your shields, I'm going straight through it.
Yeah, and I do love Strafe gonna go down and spawn, but I do love seeing the old throwbacks to the shattering underneath the cart, which had to be done because the tanks at this high level are always looking for those shatters to come through, and it's great to see this old tech coming in. But the Graviton Surge, I don't think connects to anyone. This is just that's not good if you are Porcelain. They're gonna have to rotate back.
I mean, but that's only the only ultimate that they've expended. They still got 5 on the board, and they've got their own rally out now.
Rally coming out, the self-destruct though, and it's going to connect to Frosted's mech, but they don't need the mech of Frosted at the moment today, and Porcelain coming in live yet again for 8D to hold things in their clutches as How's Your Day is back to spawn. Strafe going to find Narwhal, but they're going to have to stay in spawn for the time being.
That actually could be a little bit of a blessing in disguise for Star Railers, as they're going to have speed to get them around the map now and take these fights going in. They've got the sound barrier at their back, and Narwhal it's going to take them a second to get back, despite having speed.
Yeah, as Frosted's going to come in here, looks like the Transcendence is going to be used, but not in time to save Frosted. As now the Graviton Surge going to connect. The Sound Barrier coming in a little bit later to try to keep everyone up and healthy, as it looks like they are going to get the picks that they're needed. Porcelain's out of this fight, so is today. The Shatter going to knock down the remaining bit of 8D to get the cart moving yet again.
I mean, Frost is going to get staggered out here, but we're sub 45 seconds. So 2 fights at least to get them to the front of the movie lot here inside the production studio. And you've got the Graviton Surge ready to go. You're going to have Rally once again and a Shatter defensively. Now, Star Railers, they've got 2 support ultimates. No support ultimates ready to go for AT at the moment.
Self-destruct coming in, not gonna find anyone, unfortunately, but 1, 2, 3 going down, who had the rally almost available. This is looking really good for Star Rails to capture the point. They cannot afford to lose anyone, but they do. Puppy Cat is now gone. Frosted gonna be, staying alive for the time being, but they, looks like Star Railers do have a new lease on life.
Yeah, they get an extra 90 seconds here, and I mean, this is not what I expected. And they've turned this around. Big Shatter comes through, takes down both of the supports that were alive, but the fight is still going in 8 Star Railers fashion.
Yeah, Sealy is going to come in clutch, finding 2 more. The Graviton Surge, though, going to be invested by Porcelain to try to keep things going. The self-destruct from Frosted there as well. Going to get the DMAC on to Seal and look to, stop this push before they get even through this, the doors of the movie set.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, Strafe gets away with their life, keeps their high charge, so that is a boon for them. The big problem is that they're running into a sound barrier coming from 8D, and they did invest heavily in that last engagement just to keep what they had. And Frosted looking very worse for wear. That's a great bubble, though.
It really is. It really is. They've got to weather the storm that's coming in from Star Railers here, though. As the self-destruct comes in, it's going to take Narwhal out, and that's huge. No more speed boosts any longer, and that's going to just be the rest of Star Railers collapsing on the remaining bit of 8D. Porcelain trying to get away with the charge that they have, and it does seem like to be the case. They are going to stay alive for the time being.
I mean, rotation going up to the high ground. I like this coming from them because they're going to be able to drop on the unwitting heads of A2. Well, I say that. Porcelain has caught them out, and now the pursuit is on. But, yeah, we're going to take a little bit of a debate there and just rotate around and take control of cart.
Oh, and Soomshigi's taking Frosted out of this fight. The Shatter comes in. The Graviton Surge there. Everything coming in at once. But there's no self-destruct to follow up on the picks, as this is the longest Matrix mode we've seen today, as it's now coming in here. They've got to figure things out. They've got to get the picks. Porcelain takes down How's Your Day, but it's still Star Railers finding the picks that they need to keep things going.
I mean, Frosted does have self-destruct. That's the big boon for them. Seal also has it on their side. So, I mean, they're waiting just to get back. Puppy Cat, oh no! That is not what you need to see Discord off for the final push.
They got to get the touch. They've got to get there. They've got to get there. The self-destruct's going to come in. Today's already gone. The self-destruct coming in response from Frosted after they've lost their own mech, but it looks like things are all but over here. Porcelain's gone. Karen finding the picks they needed. Star Railers are going to be able to complete all 3 points in overtime, however.
I mean, that's just amazing, considering the long extended hold in point A. The high ground hold from from the low ground. I mean, everything that the Star Railers were trying to do. It took last second heroics, and they get it done. So 0 time on the clock, but they do get the full 3 points, Joshua. So for 8D, I mean, they need to come out and they need to be aggressive. They were looking to really shoot for more than a minute. That way they deny any kind of a chance of Star Railers getting a second chance to have an attack. As we know, the overtime rules and the extra inning rules here in Overwatch, anything over a minute, and Star Railers are just going to be content to try and pull a draw out of this. But we'll see. We'll see what they got. And yes, 25% speed does suck, Narwhal. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But it's also cool in a certain way.
But... And would you rather the game crash every time a fight happens, or 0.25 speed? I think I'll take the 0.25 speed instead of the game crashing every time you try to take a fight.
Same. We'll see. I like it personally. I mean, it gives you a little bit of a second to breathe, especially with the speed of the game. I mean, we're going at bullet fast speeds, and when you go to bullet time, it gives you just a little bit of a second to ponder. And I know that the muscle memory is getting a little bit screwed up because of it. I understand that as a former competitor and a player enjoyer right now. But man, 1, 2, 3 just gets absolutely deleted in the interim.
Yeah, Soomshigi just drops on to them with the help of that Discord orb, taking them out. This is going to be Star Railers' first fight hold, and now the stagger of Frosted is just going to be, it's just going to be mean.
Did they get out?
They got out. They did get out.
How did they get out?
They, I think they got out thanks to Porcelain's Zarya bubble. Now they're on the front foot because of it. As How's Your Day is now gone out of this fight. Now Narwhal has the ability to just speed their team around as they please. As Frosted's now fine too. They said, "Well, you didn't kill me, so I'm gonna kill you back in kind," and that's going to be 8D taking that first fight pretty quickly.
Strafe has Graviton Surge in 1 fight. Well, 2 fights. And, I mean, look at the other charges coming up here. I mean, Porcelain getting super aggressive here, looking for an early Graviton Surge here on the low ground.
Yeah, things are looking good right now, and Puppy Cat's gonna go down. The Shadow's gonna come out from today, though. That Grav's gonna get eaten by Seal. That's not what you wanted for 8D here, as now they're gonna be at such a disadvantage coming into this next fight. Unless they pull off a miracle, but losing today, now losing 1, 2, 3, they're gonna have to reset.
I mean, but Porcelain maintaining charge. Are they going to be able to get out? They are sub 500, so yeah, they will get out. There's a self-destruct from Frosted. Picks up card. That is huge.
That is huge indeed. The Transcendence was available, and now they're going to look to get out Sealy, who has that, they're going to have the self-destruct that's going to have to be used to try to get back into the mech, but they go down. And now 8D have this cart available and moving in their favor.
Yep, and we got Frosty getting back into the mech. That is a big thing for them right now. Double support ultimates ready to go for Star Railers, the Sound Barrier, and the Transcendence. Nothing online for AD other than a Shatter and a Graviton Surge.
Yeah, Shadow Graviton Surge going to come in here as Strafe finds Today out of the fight already. That's just going to be bode poorly for 8D now, as they're going to have to reset after losing Frosted. And, oh, wow, Frosted continues just to be a menace. Even when they are in Baby Diva form, they can't really be staggered out because, well, they're finding picks in that Baby Diva form.
I mean, that's, you know, the sign of a great DPS player or a great mouse control. I'd love to see it. I love to see it. I try to do as much as I can when I get demeched. I'm not as good of a shot as any of these players, but you know, it's what you try to do when you are playing as the diva. So, I mean, it's still +1 regardless. Rally is out from 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3 is going to go down, though, and now things are back yet again for Star Railers, and they only really had to invest that Graviton Surge and the Rally of their own, so they're still set up well for this next fight.
Well, I mean, you're looking at Transcendence and the Sound Barrier available to AD, so, I mean, we've kind of flipped the economy a little bit, where you're looking at Frosted and Porcelain to try and get on the same page again. I think that's the big problem right now is that they're kind of, you know, off in their timings. I think you take a full reset here. You take a couple seconds to breathe. Then you go back into this next fight and just let them have it.
Wow, Narwhal going to go down early on. The drop from above like Batman onto an unsuspecting criminal from Shumshigi, as that is going to be that. Yeah, again, Today's out of this fight. And now, well, Star Railers are continuing this hold, and it's down to 2 minutes and 13 seconds for 8D. They're going to still invest this Graviton Surge to solidify the fight. They're going to invest the Shatter as well from 8D. What are they doing? No, you had those ultimates, the ultimate advantage, but then you used it.
I am scratching my head right now because that completely resets what Star Railers need to do here. And I mean, the Graviton Surge locks them up and allows the rest of the team to come in and get the damage in. So Porcelain's going to have this advantage. Almost 3 support ultimates ready for Star Railers, however.
Yeah, the rally is going to come through, and 1, 2, 3 is going to be found out before it, and well as Puppy Cat, that's just going to be a reset. They can't do anything now if you're 8D. They unless some miraculous play like your Sominsu in Season 2, but it's just not going to happen for 8D at the moment.
I mean, they've got 2 fights basically before we hit the overtime spot. And remember, I mean, all the Star Railers is hoping for is that they can stop 8D and without having any time in their time bank, and they'll get we'll have a minute each. I'm probably looking at a draw at this point. How both first points have gone, but I mean, Strafe almost has their Graviton Surge, so they're not going to get punished out for it.
And Sealy finds Porcelain with a self-destruct who had their Graviton Surge of their own, but Sumshigi not having their shield up or shield broken is going to be massive. They've got the follow-up. The healing is there to keep the people up for the time being, but 1, 2, 3 is now gone. They've got to get these picks, and they've got to get them now as Karen's out of this fight, but it still seems like Star Railers have the advantage. Porcelain having this Graviton Surge, though, for this last fight could be crucial.
I mean, we're going to see what happens here. I mean, Strafe eventually gets Frosted out of the back. Yeah, Sealy and Strafe have completely turned this around. Sumshigi has done their job as Reinhardt, holding the shield up, allowing the rest of the team to do their work. But Sealy and Strafe have really gotten it done here, and Karin has to be a strong contender for MVP of this map.
I definitely have to agree with you. They flipped the script completely from previous rounds as Porcelain's going to use their Graviton Surge. They've got to figure it out here as they found the 2 picks for Star Railers, continuing to hold on to this point. We're headed to a map number 3 here, Billy, as Star Railers tie things up 1-1.
I mean, this was exactly what was in order here, and it was because they had more room to move, Joshua. That was what they needed. They needed more room to move. They don't like being closed up and forced into a corner. Don't you dare put Baby in a corner, because they will turn it into your own side. And well, that's exactly what they wanted. And I mean, this play from Brigitte, just absolutely fearless in the face of all that damage coming in, got the work done. rallies were basically on cooldown for both the Brigidas, but yeah, Dr. Zombie Jr. got the better end of it. So as we look at our escort map, I mean, this is going to be where I think this is going to have to be map management. You need to go someplace where it is enclosed. And where do you think the best place is for that?
Well, that's a question that I'll leave up to you with the escort. I'll give you the escort maps that you can choose from. Rialto, Havana, Route 66, and Shambali are the choices that they have available. We do know the pick, but if you did not know the pick, what would you be picking?
I mean, based upon the closeness, I would either go Rialto for a close hold or Shambali because the second point is so enclosed. Even if you lose point A, you can do that.
Well, we are going to be headed to Shambali Monastery here, Billy, and it's going to be interesting to see a new map that was not created during 6v6 being played 6v6 here.
Sure. I'm interested to see how this actually works. Close hold could be the way to go.
Yeah.
There are ways to get around for some of the members. I don't know if Zarya can get over the right-hand wall if you're looking out from the attacker spot. I don't know if you can do the right-click jump to get over the wall. But I mean, you can go through the building there on the right. You can go around left side as well. But I mean, this should be almost Rialto-like. I mean, you can hold. There's 3 points of exit or 2 points of exit directly on the point for the defender or for the attackers to come out from. So as long as you have both, I think that as long as you have both covered, kind of like what we saw in the previous series on Rialto, as long as you have both sides covered, you should be able to deal with it pretty good.
So yeah, we're gonna head to a break here. Something's gone awry in the lobby, so don't go anywhere. Hopefully, the conclusion of this series is right after this.
Memories. Memories. Yeah. Memories. Memories.
Our inside here, you get an insight and you know something, but you don't want to say it out loud because you're kind of afraid that it's not going to be really true and it'll spoil the whole thing for you. But when somebody makes you say it, then, and it's true, then it just makes it more beautiful of a thing.
All right, everyone, we're back here into the game. We sorted everything out. People are back in lobby, and we are loading right into the game.
Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. That's not cool.
Not, this is just ridiculous. At this point, I mean, you gotta just have them stop, or they're probably gonna get forfeited if they continue to be that disrespectful in match chat. But we're gonna continue on like we didn't see that and go in here. Assume Shigi's already taken today out of the fight, and it's looking good for Star Railers on their attack here.
Wow. That completely threw me for a loop. I've never seen such disrespect in my life. But, well, Star Railers winning the first fight out here.
Yeah, they did indeed. Now they've come into things and look to get things pushed underway. And if you're just joining us, we are on Shambali Monastery. This is match point to see who continues to go on in the tournament. And, well, right now we're seeing these two teams come through. The fight going to go underway at the moment, and that's going to look to be the fight starting underway. Strafe has this Graviton Surge available, looking to get things started with the rally coming in from Mr. Dr. Zombie Jr., and it's going to be Star Railers continuing to go through as Porcelain's Graviton Surge is going to be eaten up and gone back to spawn. Self-destruct from Frosted is there, knocking down two, looking to keep things going into the favor of 8D for the moment. They've got to start their hold here and now, and it looks to be the case. The self-destruct is going to come through, and they are going to be able to get the hold.
I mean, that's a great turnaround from them having lost that first fight. They were able to marshal their resources. Frosted with a huge 2K that came through there. And, well, I think this might have turned into a personal match now here, Joshua, with some of the words being barbed around. Yeah, this is definitely taking on a different life of its own, and 8D stamping their foot and authority down in this match.
Yeah, definitely. As now they're going to come in here. There's the Graviton Surge going to force them out. 1, 2, 3 is taking Dr. Zombie Jr. out. The Shatter going to be dropped, but it's going to be all blocked up by today here as they're forcing them back. This is another nice whole fight win coming in from 8D.
I mean, they're getting the major value out of this, and they're going to take care of business here as we're now closing in on the 90-second mark. Strafe closest with an ultimate here for Star Railers. They're going to have the Graviton Surge plus a Transcendence at their back to be able to deal with this corner here. They have not been able to dislodge 8D as of yet, and their own Transcendence is just 4% away.
Yeah, as now they're going to come in here to this fight, look to get things started for their favor as the fights are going to break out. They're just backing away, waiting for them to come to them and use those speed boosts. Now they're going to go through. There is the Shatter still not being used, but Frost is going to be demacked and having to use the self-destruct in an advantageous position. Not going to get the value that they were hoping for, but the Shatter's going to connect, and Seal's already out of mech, and now things should be good and for 8D yet again as the Transcendence has been used. Porcelain used that Graviton Surge, and it's still holding things strong for Star Railers. Or sorry, for 8D. Well, as now we head into this next fight, we'll look for Mr. Dr. Zombie Jr. to use this Brigida Ultimate early on, the rally to come out here as well. As the Shatter going to come in from Shumshigi, going to knock down a couple. 1, 2, 3 is now out of the fight, but they need to touch the point, and no, oh, they do. They get the touch in the end, but and they do win this fight out, but they had to use a lot of ultimates there, Billy.
They really did, and this was unfortunate, and the remech kill coming through onto Frosted, on Frosted's mech. This is going to be a bit of a turn here. I don't know if there's going to be enough time for 8D to get back. Puppycat does have this Transcendence to get themselves back, but I think they just give it up. And this is where Goats is going to get really scary here for both teams. Close in close spots here. And yeah, I mean, you've got the Transcendence to be able to keep the team up here for 8D, but they need to get this Graviton Surge online to battle what Strafe has coming out.
Yeah, as Puppy Cat's going to go down early on, and now the Shatter's going to come in clutch, though, from today, knocking them all down. The self-destruct to clean house in the end. 8D looking to cement their positioning yet again.
I mean, the 2.5 minutes on the clock now that we got added, well, that's 30 seconds out, and now with the regroup, they're not going to be able to get this next fight started, especially with that late stagger on the Seals mech. This is going to be about 1:30 before the full team is back together and ready to rare. So, I mean, in that time, Porcelain has made up the gap with this Graviton Surge, and now you're going to have 3 support ultimates for 8D.
Yeah, as Porcelain's going to come in yet again with a nice pick onto Karen. Going to force out Mr. Dr. Zombie Jr. as well. Frosted's playing like a man on a mission here, forcing back Star Railers to spawn.
I mean, this is exactly what you want to see. You want to see it, the aggression come through nice and clean, and that's exactly what happened. And I mean, they've completely turned the economy around on Star Railers, and they're just holding on to it. I mean, they've got high position here. They can just, take their leisure, answer the ultimates as they go.
With the grab going to come in from Strafe, as well as the, that's going to be the sound barrier as well coming in. But it looks good right now for 8D, but the Shatter coming in from Tsushigi is going to have to follow things up for them with a self-destruct now of their own. It's all going to be 8D yet again. Today is going to go down, however, but they've already lost so many players. It's looking still well for 8D at the moment. 30 seconds to go.
I mean, if this goes down the way it looks like it is, and they deny him the mega health pack there. So 20 seconds. And they've got 19.06 meters in through this. And, I mean, they've got the Graviton Surge, my friend. They've got Self-Destruct to battle against it, plus the Rally. So, 8D have the tools to hold themselves in good stead here.
Yeah, they really do. And if they can hold it out here, they're going to be holding pretty well for the late in the fight for their next round, as Frosted does find Tsushigi. They do lose 1, 2, 3, however, so this is not the end-all be-all for them, but now finding Karen, but they're in this position. They have to go away. They found How's Your Day, but it's not looking too good. They're going to have to reset, but they're still going to have a lot of time to stop them in this area.
I mean, Strafe needs to get Graviton Surge up here. That's the big kicker for them. They can get the wombo of the Self-Destruct and Graviton Surge. I think Star Railers makes it into point 3. Puppy Cat cannot be taken out first again in this next engagement. 2 fights in a row. Puppy Cat has been the first casualty for 8D.
Yeah, that cannot be the case here and now. As the self-destruct's going to come in early on from Seal, but it's not going to find anyone. Things are now looking a lot better for 8D as the Shatter's now available. It's going to come down.
Oh my
God. The Graviton Surge, the self-destruct going to be coming out. Can they find the picks? They do. Tsushigi out of this fight now. Narwhal's going to go down, though. That sound speed boost is no longer there. And Strafe is so high charged. They've got to take down the Zarya here and now, or they might lose everything. Seal is so low. The follow-up is not going to get there. They're still alive and kicking, but they've got to stay the course and still hold things going. They've nothing on the board for 8D right now. No ultimates to kick. Porcelain so close to this Graviton Surge for 8D. They've got to be the one to buy it up. Without this Reinhardt as well today could end things with a Shatter. The self-destruct coming in. There's going to be all missed out, and that could be it. Frosted finds 2. The Graviton Surge from Strafe not going to find anything as Puppy Cat does use that Transcendent. That's going to be that as 8D hold on. Point number 2.
Yo. Okay, I mean, Star Railers got a lot more done than I expected on the back of some hero plays at the end of point A, and then getting through most of the cave there inside the monastery. So, I mean, it's not a sealed deal here for 8D. I think that's something that we need to be very cognizant of, especially with the close hold and everything that we saw come out from 8D. I mean, there was 2 prolonged stalls of the payload, and one was basically right at the first corner. The second one is as you're looking at this uphill, the second uphill, as you go into your left-hand turn to capture the first checkpoint. 2 massive stands from 8D, and Star Railers were not able to break through that fast. So we'll see if this actually will change around. If 8Ds can, get the pick potential that they were finding such success on the on on their defense. We'll see if Star Railers can kind of do the same thing. They're looking at this close hold. We'll see.
Yeah, as now they are going to be going for that spawn hold, and they need to get a good one so they can chunk down this time bank or get out at least one fight away from 8D here, as they are looking to get things underway as rotating around, trying to get in base now is 8D. Today is going to go get blown up, though, so things are going to have to reset quickly for 8D at the moment.
I mean, this is, just a standard close hold. I think that I would actually swap Puppy Cat to the Ana right now and just throw an anti out there when everybody's ready to go and see what you can get on the back of it. Then if you need to, you can go swap back to the Zenyatta.
Yeah, definitely. As Karen's already up to this Transcendence, you've got to be able to mitigate that somehow, some way. The sound barrier is going to come out, but Porcelain finds Tsumashigi, and they get the Transcendence out without needing to use their Graviton Surge, which is now built up, and they have no defense matrix to eat it up. They can use it if they need to, but it does not seem to be the case, as it looks like 8D have opened things up.
Yeah, they really have. And I mean, we're looking at How's Your Day, getting the stall as long as they could. This is where we need to be pushing forward. This is where they need to be claiming space from Star Railers and not getting caught in these very enclosed claustrophobic areas. The rally came out from 1, 2, 3, so you've got some over armor coming through. That will wear off here very shortly. This is where the engage is going to come through.
And the engage is going to start off as Porcelain's going to be using their own Graviton Surge, as Seal uses their own self-destruct. This is looking good for Star Railers. The self-destruct comes in from Frosted as well, maybe a little bit too late, as they're going to rotate back here, and Arwell goes down to spawn, but they've got the Shatter available for today coming in.
They do, and they've got the Transcendence ready to go as well, so they've got a fight neutralizer here in the Transcendence for the strafe Graviton Surge. But today versus Tsumashigi, this is where the mind games of Ryan comes in.
But speaking of which, Sealy is already out of mech now that the Graviton Surge does not find anything thanks to Puppy Cat's Transcendence. As there they come in, the Shatter comes through, they don't find anything. The blocked all up as today finds Mr. Dr. Zombie Jr. They might not even need the Shatter to win things out, and that's huge. They're going to have this for the next fight as well with the Graviton Surge.
They won that basically in the neutral. We saw an early beat come through, and Puppy Cat, used when it was expected, coming through with that Graviton Surge. But the fact that they've got the self-destruct, they've got the Graviton Surge and the Shatter, this is scary business for Star Railers.
Yeah, it is. And there they go, knock them down, but they were a little too late before the self-destruct went through, as they almost had that perfect combination. Porcelain coming in, though. Clutch yet again, holding things out for 8D. It is going to get down to under a minute, but it's still all they need for this time at the moment, as that's going to be that. They've got a new Elise on life coming in, 3 minutes and 16 seconds.
Oh, yeah, they've got the tools, too. I mean, Porcelain has caught almost all the way back up to strafe, only 30%, and climbing here almost 80%. I mean, you've got the sound barrier.
Oh, they're gonna get.
Yeah, they're gonna get it.
Oh
wow. No!
That was
should do
huge.
It. That should do it. If they can hold space here and not allow Star Railers to get on, if they hold far and just allow one person to carry the taxi the cart here, there's tools that keep them out.
It really is, but they have already let them come back as today is going to come in with the shadow. They did sense that was coming in, but the sound barrier is there in response to self-destruct, the shatter, or the graviton surge. Porcelain does go down. No, that's not what you needed. The self-destruct coming in from Sealy, trying to change things out. No, it was Frosted. Sorry, and they were the one to come in with the picks. In the end, 8D might be on the verge of completing things here. They just have to take away the last bit of players on the point. It's just the Lucio, just the Reinhardt remaining, the Brigida there as well. Now, as that's going to be that. 8D take the map and the series in a 3-1 or 2-1 fashion.
I mean, it was a great series. Unfortunate that we had a little bit of drama there, but for the most part, I mean, the play spoke for itself, and AD get the revenge for the said drama from earlier. So, I mean, they get the result here in the end, and I tell you, this was a hard fought victory for 8D in the end. So, today really showed up today in the Reinhardt department. Some absolutely gargantuan shatters. And I want to remind everybody out there as a player, you know, you can get tilted and you can do everything else that you need to do. You ain't got to be toxic. You ain't got to say certain things, especially when you possibly might be streamed. I will throw that out there to all the gamers out there and teams out there. That's it's not okay. It's not okay. We're all in this game together. No reason to be like that.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely have to agree with you there. But I think that's going to be it for us on the NA side of things, Billy. We are going to be back, though, tomorrow for the EU finals. You're going to start off with Sam Talks, and then I'm going to come in right after the losers or the winners finals, I believe.
Yep.
Let me just double check.
Yep,
Yes, that is going to be the way things
Yep.
happen. And guess what, Billy? Guess what tomorrow is besides...
It's your birthday tomorrow, yes.
Yeah!
It's your birthday.
It's my birthday tomorrow, so make sure to come into the chat and say happy birthday. I mean, come on. And watch the conclusion of the CGL GOATS Tournament tomorrow. But that's going to be it for us. It's going to be me, Joker's Ransom, him, Chef Billy. And thank you all for watching. And wherever you are, have a pleasant, good evening.
Water is the softest and most yielding substance, yet nothing is better than water for overcoming the hard and rigid, because nothing can compete with it. Lao Tzu.
Name straight, new wave.